Hello everybody, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay fellas, I'm doing experimentation with the format by using two different cameras. I got my webcam over here, I got my other camcorder over here, and I got another one in my computer. I'll use the webcam above my computer. Okay, the topic of the video for this evening is the Academy 1/72 scale SB2C HELLDIVER. Now, on this kit here, I'm not going to have it painted in a livery of Operation Iceberg, all overall sea blue, later 1945-44, when they're all painted all blue. This is not going to be tricolor with a non-specular sea blue and intermediate blues and whites. This is going to be all intermediate blue with gray in the bottom, light gray. Now, that SB2C Helldiver came out late spring of 1942, and they had ran a lot of problems with it. A lot of pilots wouldn't want to fly them because they every time some were underpowered going off the deck of an aircraft carrier, and they weren't familiar with the new Curtis electric prop that they had on there and things. It's almost like the B-26 Marauder. It was a new airplane. It was state of art. It was supposed to replace the SPD Dauntless, but it never happened. And the pilots that flew Dauntlesses, also flew Helldivers, never seen it was going to happen anyway. So the Dauntless was the mainstay throughout the whole Second World War. But the Helldivers came in, like I said, late in spring of 1942. And they were suitable for carrier duty then. And they call it the Beast, the big-tailed Beast. The reason why it was a beast, because what actually wasn't a big airplane, it was just a monster. They had a lot of problems with it. When they come in for carrier landing, sometimes the undercarriage would fall in, would retract in the wells. Sometimes the jack shim on the tail wheel would break off. Sometimes the restroom hooks would bust off. And sometimes they had a lot of problems with oil leakage out of the engine, right cyclones they had on there. And a lot of just a lot of mechanical problems here and there. But once they were in the air and did their job, them things were very beautiful. But just in the beginning, it was a new airplane. It was new. This Helldiver here was the second arrival of Mr. Glenn of Glenn Curtis's Helldiver series. He built the first one. Was the prototype was the SB2C Helldiver. It was the biplane with a retractable landing gear that took 29 times to crank it up to retract to a full retraction inside the fuselage sides. And it also had an observer and a tail gunner, and it had a pilot. It was a dive bomber too. But knowing the airplane was obsolete, the design was actually a prototype. But Mr. Curtis knew that it would become obsolete really fast, and he had to do something quick to make this airplane more suitable for what's out there now. That same thing would gave squat to the TBD Devastator because there was better aircraft out there than it. At the time it was in the service, when it first came out, it was realized as the most modern aircraft in the world. But it was superseded by the Spitfire, the 109, the Focke-Wulf, on our front, the Jap Zero, all kinds of them we had that the Japanese had that were more advanced than what we had. And so the Helldiver was advanced in a lot of ways. It can carry a lot more bombs than the Speedy D can do. The SPD Dauntless can carry a 1,000-pound bomb or a 500 SAP with a single action trapeze that cleared the propeller during its dive. Well, the Helldiver had an internal bomb load. It had two trapezes. They can carry two 500-pound bombs side by side, and plus two external 500s in the wing panels. So when that thing went to a dive, at least they can drop 4 bombs just like that. Wherever it hit, God help them. And during the Lady Gulf, they went out there and they pummeled the Japanese fleet real bad with these Helldivers. They were very, very effective airplane. Once all the bugs were worked out, they seemed to be okay. Pilots wouldn't veer from them. They liked them. And matter of fact, they were a very good airplane, and they knew how to fly them. And they're a very strong airplane. They could take a beating. Okay, I like to know where my pointy fingers that I had a while ago. I got a little Gary Brinker special. He gave me a pointer finger. Oh, here it is. I need to keep this thing in view. Thank you, Gary. That's another gentleman in our community that I miss very much. And I hope he's well. I hope his wife's well. And I hope they're healthy. Everything's fine. I hope he gets back on the tube again because I miss him a lot. He only lives about 40 miles from my house now. So he ain't too far away. I need to look him up and see how he's doing. Okay. This webcam is very friendly. All I got to do is do this. We'll take a look at the Helldiver. There it is, boys. Well, I did this thing. Did a lot of appreciating on it. First, I airbrushed it with light gray. And I put the cotton inside there ready to, not cotton, but tissue near to keep overspray from getting inside the details. And also I went ahead and did some appreciating on it. And top side looks good on there. Got the dive brakes that got to be masked off and painted red after all the colors on. Now what I'm going to paint on it, it's going to be a light medium gray, light gray. I also going to have intermediate blue. Right after that paint scheme was achieved on this on the first release of the Helldivers, 4 months later they start going to the tricolor. So this is an early Helldiver that I modeled on here. This is a good kit, guys. It has photo etch parts, comes with it. They're very, very tiny. The airplane's tiny. And like I say, I'm starting to learn all over again. There's nothing wrong trying to learn. The day you stop learning, the day you stop living. With these magnifiers here, it makes life very sweet and very easy to build these little jobs. And it has really detailed cockpit interior inside there. This camera does not work like my other camera does, but I'm just experimenting around with different formats of cameras, guys. Now, what I like about this, using the OBS Studio, which is free download on YouTube, you can work with the streaming on it and everything, live streaming. You can, like I say, I'm doing live action right here. But it's just a different format. I just can't control that camera. I got no control of it. That's the only difference. And I also noticed too, the clarity of it is not as keen as my other camera. So I'm just doing this just for experimentations. But anyway, the main topic of this Helldiver right here. Underneath, the same thing, done the same way. We got to be all masked off there again. I'm going to wash the side of the bomb bays in there. Also the wells a little bit, the cockpit interior. I do that before I start putting the paint on it. But it's a real nice airplane. It's a good airplane for its day. The old SB2C HELLDIVER. The big tail beast, they call it. They were used all the way up to 1954. I believe the French used them. And they're no good to us anymore. The successor to the Helldiver was the 86 Sky Raider. The Sky Raider is supposed to be the successor to this, but it didn't come out during the war because the war was over with. So the 86 Sky Raider came out too late. So by 1947, 1946, and 45, and all the way up, they used them even through Vietnam. You used to call them Sandies. The Navy, we call it Able Dogs or ADs. But that's the successor to these was the Sky Raider. Okay. This is a good kit, guys. It's Academy. I think I paid, I don't know how much I paid for that darn thing. I think there's a price tag on it. I got it from Space Hobby Shop. I think I took it off. I don't think it was about $30. Maybe a little less, I don't know. But it comes with a full photo etch detail set for your dive brakes. Remember the dive brakes here, you gotta You gotta cut these off. Cut the plastic off and throw them away. It'll be replaced with photo etch. In the Roth shell, you can bend them up like in a dive formation, or like landing on a carrier deck. They're going to be flush with the wing. Of course, you got your dive brakes as flaps. Very, very scale, almost like the monogram kit. Okay, well, get camera back to yours truly. Finish up the video. As you can see behind me, start to look airplane. I got my Sunderland over here, and got the Ducky over here, my TBD behind me, and I got the Shinmei PS1 over here, and I got my carrier full of planes right there, and I got Isabella right just here, right there, and got B-52 up there hanging. So incidentally, that B-52 is 1968. It's got a motor in it. Yep, a motor. They don't do that no more. I think I paid $14 for that back in 1968. I just came back from my first tour from Vietnam. No, my second tour, my Westpac. And I went down to Bob's Hobby Shop. And I seen that big old B-52. I said, oh my God. And he said, Frank, this thing is new. And he says, how long you in for? I said, I'm in for about 3 days. We're going back out again. And he says, how much does that thing cost? It's $14. This thing is big. It was molded in dark green plastic, and it comes with a little motor inside there that fits underneath the wing. There's a switch, and you switch on and go. It sounds just like it's those Allison engines just kicking in and stuff. Beautiful. And so that's my 1968 Buff up there, and that's been with me for a long, long time. I mean, long time. Okay, so it's starting to be. It's starting to look pretty airplane-y here now. And I'm going to put a few more models up here and there so I know that I'm getting settled, because I like to be surrounded by models, you know. I miss everything I got in storage because it's such a far away place to get it. And that's the headache of everything when you got to deal with storage. You got to work with storage with a trailer. But like I say, I got my eyes out now looking for a house, you know. I'll keep this, probably use it for camping or something, I don't know. But right now, this is kind of like an emergency situation because I could not find no houses nowhere to rent out here in Ohio. I mean to tell you, I kid you not. I mean, every house is up for sale. A lot of guys used to rent out there, but they don't do it no more. It's because reasons I can see why, but most landlords, to get away from the house, they get tired of fixing the place up all the time. You get a careless tenant in there, trashes out your house, knocks holes in the walls, and got dogs that go to the bathroom on the rugs and stuff like that, and just literally just store your house. You got to tear up the rugs, tear out the walls, put new walls up, do this, raise the rent up. Then you got another egghead the same way, and they say, oh, hell with it. I'll fix this house up the last time. I'm going to sell it, get away from it, I'm getting out of here. That's what they're doing. You got a lot of careless people in the world that don't care. I mean, I believe in my heart and soul that comes from upbringing from the family. I mean, you got to take care of your house. You know, take care of yourself and take stock of things. And you got to care. So anyway, I was very fortunate to get this. I've never been in something like this before. And my bunk room back there, where I showed you my first video of this trailer, it reminds me of that sailboat I used to have out in California, the Manatco. And it can bunk 4 people easy. And I sit in that thing, I just close my eyes. I'm back in my sailboat again. That's what it reminds me of. I'm not kidding you, because it reminds me of you being in the Navy, too, you know. You're in your little rack right there. It's your little cubicle. As big as your body is, that's what it's going to hold. But it's something different, but I'm making it pretty good. I'm starting to adjust pretty good this here trailer. And I know that ever since this coronavirus has kicked in, it's put a hoodoo on everybody. It's put a hoodoo on our economy. It's put a hoodoo on the world. And somebody's going to pay for it, too. I kid you not. somebody's going to pay for it. And got to be into that. Tomorrow, we'll have another video tomorrow of my frog reboxed under the Russian model company Novo, my Ferry Barracuda torpedo bomber. And that would be an interesting video for that. And it too is going to be painted like sky at the bottom. It's going to be dark sea gray with, I believe, was it slate gray? Yeah, dark slate gray. And that's a paint schedule that's going to be. I got all the paints. I got my slate gray, dark sea blue over here. That'd be for the Barracuda. And I got my paints over here for my Helldiver. And it'd be right there too. And so I like these old Model Master paints. They're going out they're going out quick, guys. Going down to Space Hobby Shop, they ain't got no more of that. They're gone. So I went down to the hobby shop we have over here, and they got a lot in there, but the best colors are gone. So they come back under a different name. That's what they say. I got onto them down there at the hobby shop. You guys got to start stocking these racks up full of humble paints. I mean, you guys ain't not restocking. There's more people in the world besides these people who mess around with RC stuff all the time. You know, you got model builders like me. And they keep on like that. I might have to get my paint online. I've got no alternative, no choice. Okay, we're going to have live action videos coming up this week. Tomorrow, I get paid tomorrow, so I got to go down there to Hobby Lobby and get me some aerosol mat and aerosol can, battle can. And take my battleship, King George V, take her outside and give her a couple blows of mat on it. Let's seal that pastel chalk I did on it last night. Because I want to seal that before I proceed any further, because like a handle that may blemish it or something. So you got to it's got to be sealed. That's a hold up on that. And I got the short sun behind me over here, as you can see behind my right shoulder. And it's over there tucked away nice and safe and sound. And I'll have a video on that. I'll probably be doing some sanding on it and filler and preparation work for priming and chit chat and everything else too. This is my second time I made a video of this tonight. The first one I made, some of you viewers has probably seen it already. And the reason why I took it off is just the background out there is just overriding my voice, and it's hard for me to concentrate with all that noise, and it's annoying too, especially for a person who likes to listen. Okay, tomorrow's going to be the Barracuda. Use this format. I like this. It's a lot more faster at uploading. For the final reveal for the Helldiver is probably be this Friday. And this Sunday will be for the Barracuda. Because I'll be getting on the Barracuda this Saturday. And I already got the paints out already for that. And yeah. And once we'll get those done, I'll drag something else out of the stack behind me. And we'll go on there. Okay. This is it for the night, so stay posted tomorrow for the Barracuda. And I got live action coming this week. It's probably be an Iron Duke, and it's going to be also on the Sun, like I mentioned about a couple seconds ago. So look forward to that coming, fellas. And that's about all it's on the agenda other than this. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing off Frankie Day Models. Make mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Take care of yourself. And stay focused when you drive and spend wisely. And please, 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 when you vacate your automobile, do your business, go to work, wherever you do, please watch your surroundings and also be careful. Because this world it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And it's gonna this summertime's almost gone. We got maybe a week or so left of August, and pretty soon it's gonna be September, and things will start changing differently. Days will get shorter, and the weather's gonna get more chilly, and that means more models. So stay healthy, guys, and take care of yourselves. God love you all, and thank you very much, my wonderful new subscribers out there, and all my other subscribers who watch and view my videos. I'm very pleased and very happy and very honored, and I'm overwhelmed with being honored. I'm speechless. And thank you very much, guys. God bless you. And thank you very much. I love you guys. Take care, fellas. And it'll be all right. Okay, we'll sign this bad boy off. I'm going to be gone. Get this Helldiver out of the way so let it dry. Okay, boys, I'm out of here.